mate, we're back under the carport for another video.
That's it, mate. Compressor review.
So I've got the TJM twin and you've got
the ARB twin.
So we thought we'd gone a different compressor, just, I don't know, it's one of those friendly little competition things that who can pump up the tyres faster, eh?
I'm done.
Yeah. Most of the reviews you see where people pump up a tyre as well, it's, oh, look how quick I can pump up one tyre. We're not doing that. We're going to pump up one tyre, 4 tyres and 8 tyres. So yeah, we're going to see if the longer they run, if there is a drop off in performance versus just pumping up one tyre.
Obviously they're going to get pretty warm doing 8 tyres too. So.
Yeah, that's it. These compressors, all of them, they get so hot, eh? Like well over 100 degrees. So
yeah. When
you do mount them, just be careful where you are mounting them. Nothing's sitting against them.
They do get red hot, so.
You'd be loving getting that in the canopy too, wouldn't you?
Mate,
you are not used to having a good compressor.
I've always hated airing up, and now this is just going to make life so much easier.
Yeah, you've had King's thumpers and all that stuff that just blow hoses and don't work and melt switches. And so yeah, let's put these things to a test, and we've got them temporarily hooked up. So as you can see on the bench here, it's a bit of a mess, but it'll do for what we need to do here today.
Yeah, it is going to a lithium battery as well.
Yep, so constant voltage.
Yeah, until it gets right down anyway. So it's not an AGM where it'll just die. It is, constant power there. So
let's get stuck into it and see how we go, eh?
Righto.
18 PSI, we've got 4 sets of 35s, and we've got 4 295 70 R18s. So we'll see how we go.
Righto. So what comes with your compressor, mate?
Alright, so the TJM, what you get when you purchase it, $750, you get the compressor, all the mounting hardware, a wiring kit, fuses, but what you actually don't get, which you need to take into account when buying it, is you need the power supply from the battery to the supplied wiring loom.
Yeah.
It also comes with a connection that I'm not really a fan of, so I've cut that off and gone to Anderson plugs.
Yeah, true.
Alright, so what comes with the ARB, mate?
So with the ARB, you get the compressor itself, you get a full wiring kit, and the mounting bracket itself as well.
And what are they worth for the compressor?
The unit itself, $650.
Yeah, so already, you're $100 a head.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't need to get that extra little bit of wiring, which is probably going to set you back about $50.
Yeah. Okay. And then obviously, your braided line to your outlet is extra, your hose is extra, and your handpiece, that's another extra as well.
So that's the same with this. It's a bare compressor. If you do want to pump up tyres, you've got to buy your inflation kit, and then you've also got to buy, if you do want your digital or your analog handpiece.
Yeah.
So it's $70 for the airline kit, and then it's $80 for the digital inflator for the TJM gear.
Yeah. And that's about the same with the ARB. So the handpiece is about $80. Same with the extension hose. That's around about $80 as well, extra on top of your compressor. So.
And then obviously, if you go the braided lines, then you've got an extra few bucks for all that sort of stuff as well.
That's right. And they come in all different lengths and sizes as well. So you can obviously mount the outlet wherever you want.
Yep. So. Perfect, mate. Oh, well, I guess the only thing that's left to do is to get stuck in and start airing up some tyres. 18 PSI, what do you reckon, we'll get a 40?
Yep, deal. Alright, let's get stuck into it.
Alright, so here we go. The test with the TJM. 18 PSI to 40, 1 tyre, 4 tyres total, and a total of 8 tyres. Let's see how it goes. Pressurise the tank. That's noticeably quieter than the ARB too. So that's one thing to notice. If you are interested in noise in a cabin, if you are mounted in the cabin, noise, TJM, definitely the winner there. Let's see how the performance stacks up. Set, go.
Alright, so a minute 30.
So 40 psi and about a minute 30. Probably just under by the time I said to stop. So a minute 27 to a minute 30, something like that. It's pretty quick. 2, 3. Another minute 30 again. Let's go again. Ready? Set. Go.
Yep.
Yep. Hang on.
40.
Yep.
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 So that's pretty consistent.
That's
minute and
pretty
a half
good.
every tyre. These ones should be a bit quicker, a little bit smaller. Let's see how we go. Yep.
40. There we go.
46.
Alright, so that's actually a bit slower, so maybe a little bit of performance has dropped out. Let's keep going, see how we go.
How's the hose mates are getting hot?
That's not too bad actually. Like that.
Alright.
Usually these things you can't hold, and that you can hold, no worries.
Beautiful.
Body of the compressor, look at, hold my hand on it, no worries.
Alright. Keep going.
Next one. Lucky last.
Minute 50.
Little bit of drop in performance. Last tyre.
Yep.
Good?
Yep.
Go.
So 12:20 is going to be 1 minute.
Oh, I know what it might be. There's pressure sensors on these tyres.
Ah, yeah. They've got a valve on the back.
They might have a restriction.
That won't matter because they're still
It'll
doing
be
the
still
same.
consistent.
Yeah.
But then at least I'll know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, almost a minute 50.
13 minutes.
There we go. And I went to 40.5, but pretty close. Alright, come back around here into the shade, eh? Let's have a chat. Alright, so we still grab that hose, no worries. Body of the compressor, yeah, you probably can't really hold your hand on that anymore, so that's definitely warmed up. It actually slowed down as we're pumping up a smaller tyre, and I was racking my brain as I was pumping them up thinking, what's going on there? But I think the reason behind that is these tyres have actually got the pressure sensors for the car. So I'm thinking maybe there's a tiny little bit of restriction getting through them, through the valve. But yeah, so a minute and a half for 35, 12.5 R18. And these with the pressure sensors, 295, 70 R18. We're about a minute 40, minute 45. That's pretty good. That's fast tyre inflation. Alright, I guess now all that's left, let's see how this stacks up, eh? ARB turn, Mick. Have you made the right decision, mate?
Let's go, mate. Righto guys, well that's the TJM compressor all done. Let's put the ARB compressor through the test. We've also just sat the braided hose up on the bit of plywood for now. We haven't tested how hot this braided hose will get, so just in case. And yeah, fair enough. Yep. So that. So that's 40 psi.
Minute 43.
Bit slower than the TGM there. What was yours?
Minute 30.
Yeah. Not too bad. Alright, well let's get going on the next one. Yep.
323.
Number 3. That's 40 psi on that one. Beautiful. Alright, so for
653. 653, mate.
653 for 4 tyres at 40 psi.
Almost a minute slower.
Alright.
Not bad. All right, see how we go if it's still the same and consistent over 8.
Yep. What are we at?
11 minutes now.
Yep.
About 2 minutes too.
Alright, so we've had just a bit of a mishap going on. As soon as I let go of the handpiece on the controller, one of the motors kept running on constantly. We don't know why, but so we've disconnected it. Even when the switch was off, it was still running. So there's a fault somewhere. We plug one motor into the other lead. That's on. So if we went this way, actually that's how we just had it. Plug that one back into there.
Seems like a relay issue, mate.
Yes, something's going on and this ain't good. Well, let's see if we can pull it apart and have a squeeze. Otherwise,
If not, well, that's still interesting. First time using it, and drums.
yeah, couldn't do 8 tyres.
Anyone else having a problem with it?
It is warm, like very warm, but obviously that's expected. Yeah, let's investigate. Rightio, so after a bit of investigation, we've unplugged the switch. So we thought maybe the switch relay was sticking on, but after that, yeah, we had that unplugged. We've taken off the actual relay, the harness for the switch, and still the one motor only starts up. Whereas, yeah, so obviously the inside here, there's the relay. Maybe one of the contactors is like stuck on or melted on. Not too sure, but yeah, that's that. It's gonna have to be pulled apart,
Taken back.
taken back, and yeah, swapped over. I think. Not a good look for ARB.
Alright, mate, that's not a good look for ARB on
No,
this one, is it?
definitely not.
Hey, look.
TJM has definitely taken the cookie on that.
Yeah, just by done Stephen Bradbury, even though it was ahead anyway. But yeah, the ARB's fallen.
It
But
has.
That's probably there's that many ARBs out there. We could just be completely unlucky.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Has anyone else had the
Had a
drama of yeah, when they're pumping up multiple tyres?
Yeah, like say if you got your car plus caravan or something like that, you got 8 tyres to air up. If you can't do 8, well, yeah, if it's going to melt that contactor or the relay is going to, pack it in.
Yeah, it would be interesting. We might yeah,
Look into it a bit further.
see if we can get an answer out of them. But anyway, the results basically were I was a minute and a half for the 35.
Yep.
You were a minute 43.
Yep.
On the 295s, I was a minute 45.
Yep.
You were 2 minutes.
Yep.
So to do all 8 tyres was a total of 13 minutes 8 seconds. You
I
going
only got to the 8th.
Yeah, if you had got to the 8th, we think you would have been at about 14 minutes 58.
Yeah,
That's
so about
allowed on that 2
15
minutes.
Yeah.
So yes, about 2 minutes in it over 8 tyres.
Yep.
What were we? We were almost a minute over 4, so basically 2 minutes over.
Yeah.
Over 8.
And what current were you drawing?
I'll double
It was
check
about
and go back on the video.
74
Yeah.
amp, I think.
Yeah, whereas you were about 60.
Yeah.
So a little bit more current draw. It is a bigger
It
unit.
is much bigger, like-
physically, yeah, you can see.
Yeah. The bigger tank, bigger compressor,
Yeah.
bigger everything on it. So.
Which it's interesting too, because the ARB is actually spec to be 174.4 litres a minute, whereas this is only 170.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yep.
yeah, there it is, mate. Pumping up tyres.
Clear
not
as
just-
day, yeah.
Not just doing one, but doing multiple.
Yep.
Both were actually pretty consistent over doing multiple tyres too. Like they didn't drop off performance, so their duty cycle, no worries
That's
at all.
true. Yep.
Don't think really could go wrong with either of these.
No, I reckon. Well, as long as your relay doesn't pack it in, I think Either one's probably as good as they're going to get. Okay, mate, so who's the TJM going to suit?
Well, basically, anyone who can keep the power up to it, because it does draw that little bit more than the ARB.
Yep.
If you've got the space, is that bit bigger?
It is, yeah.
Space and weight, because obviously in today's vehicles, weights, it's just becoming harder and harder to stay under your GBMs.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, if you've got the space, if you can hold the weight, keep the power up, it's definitely got the output that exceeds the ARB.
Yeah. It is, what, like 4 kilos heavier than the ARB?
It is 4 kilos heavier, but yeah, physically it's a much bigger unit.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't got all that, the ARB is probably the one to go if you want to get in a compact space, eh?
Bit of a cheaper option as well over the TGM.
That's it, it's $100 cheaper to buy, and then obviously plus, like we're saying, all the wiring.
Start, yep. Well, that's a wrap, guys.
Pretty impressive results, eh?
Not really.
Not for you. That's not what we expected. That's not
definitely
how we expect this to go.
Let us know in the comments below if you've had any dramas with either of the two. The TJM, they are pretty new to the market, so there wouldn't be as many.
Nah, there's not as many out there, but
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive. Like a minute and a half to pump up a 35-inch tyre.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, but that's nothing to sneeze at as well. Like for the size difference, a lot more compact.
Yep.
And yeah, what, another sort of 10 seconds, 15 seconds slower for the same
You're not
price.
going to really notice it in real life, really,
It's
are
nothing really, hey.
Yep.
But yeah, wonder what would you choose? What would you pick after seeing this, or what have you got, and are you happy with it? Have you got the TJM? Because we haven't found that much information out there on them. So
Yeah.
I kind of went out on a limb buying one.
I'd definitely, rate that.
Yeah, so it should be good. I just got to find out now where I'm going to put it in there. That's going to be the fun
Find some
part.
room.
I know the ARB definitely would fit in there. There's a couple of spots, but I think I can get that in. I'm going to have to now and make it fit.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely go that.
Yeah, so yeah, no worries.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Let's hope we can get this sorted, and then see if you're airing up with an ARB on the next one, or maybe it's going to be a TJM.
Might be. Cool. See you on the tracks.
Yeah, if you like the video, remember, always do the like, subscribe thing. Helps the channel grow. So,
Absolutely.
till the next one, mate.
Thank you.
See ya.